Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to day 100. I'm just kidding. I'm done with school. This is an update video. I wanted to update y'all on what's been going on since I graduated from commercial diving school. I'm actually back here in Hawaii, and I'll talk about that. I'll also talk about what's been going on since I graduated and what job opportunity is available. Also, I'm going to be doing videos every week, updating you guys on what I'm doing, what kind of jobs I'm doing, and how I did them and everything basically. So I got a lot of stuff to cover in this video. This is probably the most anticipated video of the series because after 100 days of commercial diving school, what comes next? I mean, I went through all that training, so there's got to be something that comes out of that. So what is that? So I wanted to talk to you guys first about what's been going on since I graduated. So I graduated about 3 weeks ago. The first 2 weeks I actually spent trying to get out of Jacksonville. I had an apartment, I had a car to get rid of, I had an apartment full of stuff to get rid of, so I had to sell stuff, give away stuff, throw stuff out, sell the car. I actually sold it the day before I got on a plane, which was insanely stressful. 10 out of 10. Do not recommend that. But anyways, I got it done, and I'm back here in Hawaii. The reason why I came back to Hawaii, and when I say Hawaii, I mean the island of Oahu, specifically. This is where I lived before I went to commercial diving school at CDA. So one reason is because I wanted to come back where I started. Another reason is because I already started doing research on the companies out here. Um, and when I went to school, my goal the whole time was just to come back. Jacksonville was also another option, that I could have got a job out there and just stayed there because there's so many companies, so many opportunities out there. Right now is kind of prime time for inland diving. So there's places in Texas, in North Carolina, in Tennessee, and that kind of seemed like the theme of our class. I can only speak for our class because I don't know much about other classes before or after me at CDA, but especially for my class, it seemed like a theme that you just basically go back to where you came from. So if you came from, North Carolina, you went back to North Carolina. If you came from Tennessee, you went back to Tennessee. If you came from Texas, you went back to Texas, and it's just kind of what you do. So I mean, I wasn't all that different from everybody in my class, coming from Oahu and returning to Oahu. Also, there's almost no commercial diving on other islands. It's basically on Oahu or all the companies. And Oahu is just hustle and bustle. There's just stuff going on all the time. So there's always like a dock or a bridge or harbor or marina or boats to be worked on all the time. So it's just round the clock work. So there's just a lot of companies. There's I want to say at least 10 that I know of out here. And then I had looked at a bunch of companies out here. So one company in particular I reached out to during Thanksgiving break, and that was the time that everybody else in the class was looking at companies and everything. So that was right around the time where in Ocala, when we had a few weeks left of school, everybody was doing phone interviews, video call interviews, sending out applications, resumes, all that kind of stuff, reaching out to every company they could or companies that they're most interested in, up until we graduated. I also want to talk about job opportunities. I mentioned this in previous videos, but the career employment department at CDA, they're extremely good at sending out their graduates job opportunities. So I actually get emails. I actually got a phone call the other day too, of a company just eager to talk to me, and ask for my information and stuff like that. And I'm not going to say who the company is, but it was in the mainland somewhere, not in Hawaii. And so that opportunity was there. But other than that, there's emails upon emails. There's also a job list that lists the companies that will hire you if you apply to them. They're not necessarily the ones reaching out. They're just the ones that are available if you want to or are interested in looking at in those companies, do it. So I just wanted to mention that because um, there's that available. So I can just basically go in my emails and look through tons of different companies and apply to any one of them and see where that goes. So there's tons of opportunity and tons of companies to apply to and to get a job at. So but one in particular I wanted to talk about because it's the one I applied to and the one I was seeking, and I wanted to let you know how that process went. And so basically, after I graduated, I sent them 2 emails just updating them on what's been going on with me. I sent them some of my information, IDs, and stuff like that. They also had to do some base access stuff because on Oahu, you sometimes have to get onto base because there's a lot of ships and harbors, especially on Pearl Harbor. There's a lot of work and you have to have background checks and all that stuff. And I already have a TWIC card. TWIC card is a transportation worker identification credential card. It's a mouthful, but it's one of the cards you would want to get as a commercial diver because you're most likely going to be working on a harbor or somewhere that you need a background check done on you, and that credential card shows that you had a background check. They don't need to run one on you. You show that card, you're good to go, you're in, you can do the work. So you can get that done at like Indigo and Identigo is where I got it in Jacksonville. But it's basically the program is by TSA, actually does it. But anyways, yeah, I got that card in the meantime because they said you should get one. So I went to one of the offices, Identigo, and it's about $100 and something. I don't remember how much it is. Kind of expensive, but I wanted to show this company that I'm eager to work and that I'll do what it takes, even though I am in the reserves, the Navy Reserves, so I have a CAT card, so I can actually get on base already. But I just wanted to have a TWIC card just because commercial divers have that, and I wanted to be professional. So, anyways. When I sent out those emails to this company, they wanted me to call them as soon as I got back to Hawaii because they couldn't do anything until I came back. Like once I came back, they can talk to me, they can interview, they can do whatever. So I just had to wait until I got actually back to the island. So as soon as I got back, I called. I got back on the 1st, which was a Friday. So I waited till Monday. And I called them and they said to come down, I'll fill out some paperwork, and I'll be good to go. So I did that. I went down to the warehouse. I did like a tour of their warehouse and everything. And then I filled out some paperwork, and then the weird thing is I really didn't have to do an interview. So the whole time I was expecting to do an interview, I really didn't have to do one. Because they're just in demand for divers. When companies are in demand and they need divers, they just, hire basically whoever because they need people to do the work. But what's been going on? So since I got hired with this company, what jobs am I doing, or what am I doing at the job? So right now I actually haven't begun work because of a situation that happened. I'm not going to disclose what's going on because I don't want to expose any information that is personal or specific. So because I don't want to make any kind of company ever uncomfortable with giving out details or anything like that. I just want to let you guys know that I'm not working right now because of a situation. But as soon as I actually get on the job site and dive and everything like that, I will let you guys know. But yeah, that's why I'm not working today. And I was actually supposed to start working today, and actually might have had the opportunity to actually get in the water today. But this situation came about, and there's nothing really anybody can do about it. We just have to wait. So I'll let you guys know what happens, what comes up, and all that stuff. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll update you guys when I find anything out more, or when next week. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. Leave any comments that you have or questions down in the comment section below. I hope you guys have a great one, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.